It was another beautiful day in the Swiss Alps. The sun shined warmly on the rolling green hills and made the bright blue river sparkle as it babbled along in the valley below. The mountain peaks were lightly dusted with snow, and a village with a collection of lovely shops and tiny homes went about the day. Just outside the village there was a small grove of spruce trees. High up in one of the trees, in a very cozy nest, there lived a happy little bluebird named Bjergen. Bjergen woke up hungry today. He and his family always had enough to eat. Most often they would snack on bugs, worms, seeds, and berries. You know, bird food. But today he was feeling adventurous, and to make matters worse, there was the smell of something sweet on the air. As usual, it was coming from the village where the humans lived, and he just had to check it out. He stretched out his wings and took a deep breath in and out. That got him ready for his trip to the village, and off he went. He soared over the treetops and felt the wind rippling over his smooth blue feathers. He dove down low and dipped the edge of one of his wings in the ice-cold river. Brrr! As he got closer to the village, that sweet smell got stronger and stronger. It also smelled a touch spicy like cinnamon, tart like lemons, and also creamy and toasty all at the same time. What were these humans making? He landed on the edge of a rooftop and breathed in through his nose and out through his mouth. Yum. Then he saw it. A silver-haired woman wearing a white apron came to a window below, and on the windowsill she set out one of the most beautiful things Bjergen had ever seen. A steaming, hot, crusty, flaky, golden brown apple pie. So that's what he was smelling. Bjergen swooped down to get a closer look. He landed on the edge of one of the wooden shutters and peered down on the beautiful pie. There was still steam creeping out of the cracks. He could see the light yellow shiny apples with the sweet sticky sauce bubbling around them. Then the woman came to the window again to set out another pie to cool. The woman must have sensed Bjergen watching from above her head, because just then she looked up and smiled. At first he was worried that she would shoo him away, but instead she held out her open hand and said, "Hello, little friend." Bjergen was so curious. He couldn't help himself. He jumped down onto the baker's open hand and said hello right back, in bluebird language, of course. The woman carefully lifted Bjergen over to a table and sat down next to him. Bjergen looked around. There were pies everywhere. This was certainly the place that the wonderful smell was coming from, and to him it looked like heaven on earth. Just then the woman said, "You look like you just flew in from higher up the mountain. I bet you're tired and probably hungry, eh? Are you interested in a bluebird-sized slice of my famous apple pie?" Bjergen flapped his wings and sang a little song to let the woman know that he was definitely interested. A few moments later, there was a fresh slice of hot apple pie in front of him. It was still a bit too warm to eat, so the woman started to blow on it to cool it down to bluebird temperature. She took a deep breath in and blew on the pie. Still a bit too warm, so she did it again. In and out. In and out. Then it was just right, and Bjergen had a bluebird feast. His tummy was so full and his heart was so glad. He was amazed at the kindness of this baker, who took care of him even though he was just a simple bluebird. As he was stretching his wings and preparing to leave, he noticed something written just above the baker's oven. In beautiful letters it said, "I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me." She noticed Bjergen's interest and said, "Ah, yes, the lyrics to one of my favorite songs. It reminds me that God is watching over me, and it also reminds me that He cares for the creatures of the world like sparrows or bluebirds. So I try to take care of them too." Bjergen was amazed and thankful and would most likely be back for more pie sometime very soon. The end.